Psalm 128, verse 2. For you shall eat of the labor of your hands. Blessed, fortunate, enviable shall you be, and it shall be well with you. I have read from the Amplified Classic edition. There are two type of blessings are mentioned in this verse. One is the fruit of the labor of your hands. You shall eat the fruit of the labor of your hands. The second one is fortunate, blessed. Blessing comes from outside. Blessing means somebody is speaking good words about us. The root word, the original word in Hebrew for blessing is good words spoken on me. If God speaks good words about me, it is God's blessing. If somebody speaks good words on me, it is blessing of man. So blessing comes from outside. It comes from God or comes from others. But the labor of hands, it is what I try, what I work, what I put my efforts and get. So two type of goodness is mentioned here. One is the fruit of my labor. Another one is blessings from God and blessing from others. Some people, they will only enjoy, only get the fruit of their labor. They will not get any blessing. They will not get any blessing God from God. They will not get any blessing from man. Only their hard work, their earning, their labor, only that they will enjoy. Some people, they will get blessings, blessings of others, blessings of God, that they will not enjoy the fruit of their labor. They work, they try, but they will not get sufficient output from their work, from their labor. They will not get sufficient fruits from their hard work. Few people only get both of the blessings, both of the goodnesses, fruit of their labor and blessings of God and man. Secondly, verse 3, your wife shall be like a fruitful vine in the innermost parts of your house. Your children shall be like olive plants round about your table. Wife will be blessed, children will be blessed. This is of a twofold blessing. In somebody's life, wife will be blessed, children will not be blessed. In somebody's life, wife will not be blessed, children will be blessed. But in a God-fearing man's life, wife will be blessed, children will also be blessed. That is twofold blessing, double-sided blessing. Wife and husband will be blessed. I'm speaking to the sisters. In some sisters' life, husband will be blessed, children will not be blessed. In some children or sisters' life, children will be blessed, husband will not be blessed. So, both the blessings we need to enjoy. Twofold blessing, double-sided blessing. So, God provides both the blessings to the God-fearing person. And thirdly, behold, verse 5, may the Lord bless you out of Zion, and may you see the prosperity of Jerusalem all the days of your life. May the Lord bless you. May you see the prosperity of Jerusalem. You will be blessed, and Jerusalem will be blessed. Jerusalem signifies the church. In Old Testament days, it is temple of God. Temple of God was a base for the spiritual blessings of Israelites. But in New Testament, church is a base for our spiritual growth and spiritual blessings. We will be blessed, and our church will be blessed, our local church, where we have fellowship, where we get involved. In some people's life, the church will be blessed. Their spiritual life will not be blessed. In some people's life, they will be blessed spiritually, where the church will not be blessed. The pastor will be a problematic person, or the senior believers will be giving problem to the pastor, or there will be division in the church, or the church will not grow, only few people, and no own place for the church, no good building for the church for a long time, and so on. Our individual spiritual lives should be blessed, and the church where we go, that church should be blessed. This is the twofold blessing, double-sided blessing. And finally, verse 6. Yes, may you see your children's children. Peace be upon Israel. You will see your children's children, your grandchildren. Your grandchildren will be blessed. You will see your grandchildren. And Israel will be blessed. Israel signifies country, nation. So, God blesses my grandchildren. Also, He blesses my country, India. God blesses India. So, there may be setbacks, there may be problems, there may be disadvantages. But when a God fearing man lives in India, when I and you live in India, who fear the Lord, our country will be blessed. And when our grandchildren come, or when our grandchildren grow, they will enjoy the blessings of our country. When I was a small boy, only landline phone was there. There was a landline phone in my father's office. Those days, landline phone was a very rare and costly thing in India. When I became a young man, I got a telephone connection in my house in Chennai. But that the only telephone in my street, the whole street will use the telephone. And people respected us because of telephone. Telephone was a very rare and costly, even in my time when I was a young man. But in my son's time, mobile phone has come. My sons, they are now in 20s. They enjoy it. They get SIM card like that in 1 second. They can buy a mobile phone in 1 second. They have everything in mobile phone. Everything. Computer and tape recorder and radio, TV, everything in banking. Everything is there. So this is nation's blessing. So grandchildren are blessed. The nation is also blessed. Grandchildren can enjoy the blessings of nation. We don't need to pray, Lord, send my grandchildren to America, send my grandchildren to Singapore, because my nation is not sufficient for them. We don't want to pray like that. When we are God-fearing, our grandchildren will be blessed. Our nation will also be blessed so that they can enjoy our nation. So let us fear God and get the twofold and double-sided blessing. Amen.